Welcome friends, welcome to Acquire IAS. Today we are going to discuss the Factory Act of 1948. So here you can download the short notes of the Hindu PDF. It is important for UPSC and it is presented by me. The links will be given in the description box. Okay, so let's begin. So today's our topic is Factories Act of 1948. Why it was in news, right? So today Madhya Pradesh government, it said that it is allowing the units industries operated without any much requirement of the Factory Act. Okay, and what kind of permissions it has given, that is it will increasing the working hours from 8 to 12 hours. Okay, previously it was 8 hours, but now it has been trying to extend to 12 hours, and weekly duty up to 72 hours. Okay, next we see the section 5 of the section 5 of the Factories Act of 1948. What does it says? It permits exemptions from its provisions for 3 months. Okay, in this hope that the center would approve such suspensions for at least 1000 days. Okay, here you should remember this is the most important point, that is at least for 1000 days. Okay, however these exemptions can be given only during the public emergency. So health emergency is also a public emergency. Okay, was defined in a limited way as a threat to the security due to war or external aggression. Okay, so it will depend upon the center whether it will approve or not, because labor laws will come under the concurrent list, so the central approval is must for this move. Okay, so next we see that UP has approved ordinance supporting 3 years suspending 3 years of all labor laws. Okay, saving the few ones relating to the abolition and child and bonded laborers, women's employees, construction workers, and payments of the work wages. So here we should understand one thing, what the UP government had did. It has suspended all the labor laws, I mean majority of the labor laws, and it has been considered some of them. What are they? It is related to labor laws related to bonded labor laws, women labor laws, construction workers, and payment of the wages. Okay, so this is a matter of in UP, Uttar Pradesh. Okay, next we see the labor is a subject of the concurrent list. As we discussed earlier, labor is the subject of the concurrent list, so where the both center and state government can form an laws on it. Okay, so for this, changes in a matter in which labor laws operate in a state requires a center's assistance. So here you can see it is very much clear that center's assent is very much needed here, required. Okay, so in UPSC it can ask the labor laws, the Factory Act of 1948, which requires a central assent. Okay, in second B it does not require a central assent. So option C both A and B, option D none of the above. So your answer should be yes, it is required, so A will be the answer. Okay, so however C will be eliminated because option A is required, option B is not required. So in C I have gave you both A and B, so C will be the eliminated. Okay, next we see the Factory Act is legislation that deals with the safety, health, and worker welfare of the workers. Okay, the present Factories Act is applicable on factories with electricity connections with 20 workers. Okay, and factories and without electricity for 10 workers. Okay, so you should understand very clearly here, because from such kind of points the UPSC will form the statements very directly. Okay, so what it is saying that at present the Factory Act is applicable on the factories with the electricity connection with 20 workers and factories. Okay, and the without electricity for 10 workers. Okay, not beyond that. So we will see next. The government had introduced the Factories Act Amendment Bill in 2014 in the Lok Sabha in August 2014. Okay, but it has been referred to, I mean it has not been discussed, and it has been referred to the standing committee, and it presented its report in December 2014. Next we see that what are the reasons to bring such kind of a act. Okay, the reasons here meant are the women are explicitly they are neglecting from the works near the machineries, machineries which are in the motions. Okay, the large machineries which are in the motion, then the women are not allowed to work at that scenario, at that situations. Okay, and which is termed as gender inequality. Okay, the present laws require employees to work 240 days before becoming eligible to the leave with pay, and hence act is not employee friendly. Okay, so the worker who wants to get a holiday with pay, then he should work at least for 240 days first. Okay, then only he is eligible to get the holiday with pay. Okay, next we see further what are the reasons behind this. The act stipulates Sunday as a weekly holiday and thus lead to the situation where all the factories, okay, here you should remember that all the factories work on the same day, that Monday to Saturday. In this situation, the great demand for power is met. So if this act will give the owner to decide their dates to holiday, by this the demand for the certain consumption will be reduced on particular days. Okay, which will be friendly to the electric department too. Next we see what are the objectives and amendments. What are the objectives of the amendments? Okay, the objectives are, it is towards the ease of doing business, removing the redundant provisions and incorporating the new provisions which in the line of the current situations of the factories and the technology, to remove the Inspector Raj situations. Okay, next we see what are the amendments proposed, what are the ideas which are proposed in this amendments. Okay, so we see that the proposed law will apply factories employs at least 40 workers. Okay, here you should remember this, here it will apply at least 40 workers. Registration of factories will also be made online, and entrepreneurs will only have to submit a self-certified declaration on the safety, healthy and welfare standards of the factory to get approval for the setting up of factory. Okay, next we see here speeding up registration and compliance process to help new entrepreneurs, which is the most important in nowadays, because this it will lead to red tapeism, because all the time you want to get clearance from the department, so it will be form such kind of a some sort of a red tapeism. Okay, and Inspector Raj will be eradicated from this act, by this act. Okay, so here we see further the inspection could take place without the prior consent. Okay, if there is a complaint from any worker, so this is a good step to the factories and to the citizens of India, because if someone is giving a complaint and the factories are getting information in advance, then there is a no use of such kind of an investigations. Okay, so for this purpose this is a welcome step. Okay, so this has been proposed to remove the arbitrariness in the inspections, that is before doing the inspection they need to get a permissions from the factories as well as from the higher authorities. Okay, so but now they no need to get any sort of authorities, they can directly go with the complaints. Okay, next we say further all the factories that manufacture or deals with hazardous substances and process and dangerous operations will be covered under this act. Okay, whatever the hazardous substances and processes are covered under this act. Okay, I mean the hazardous factories like firecrackers industry, plastic industry, okay, and some other industries. So we'll see what are the industries which will come under this act. So for example, it will include the process of coal, gas, iron and steel, petroleum, cement and leather. Okay, we see further. For setting up factories with hazardous activities, the site appraisal committee should represent from the environment meteorological terms. Okay, this committee, appraisal committee, the appraisal committee consists of from the environment body, okay, one from the meteorological and other is town planning department, and they have to convene a meeting within the 15 days of the applications. Okay, within the 15 days of the application. So after that the committee will have to compulsorily send its recommendations within the 30 days, okay, to the state government from the 90 days at the present. Okay, so right now it is a 90 days, but after getting this act into force, then the committee should send its report within the 30 days. There is no other choice to the committee. Okay, so it is reducing the even the time. So by this act the entrepreneurship and startup will be boosted like anything in India. So it is a welcome steps to the startup India's, make in India's. Okay, so this is a good step. So what is your opinion on this? Please do comment section in what, please do your opinions in the comment sections. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe for Acquire IAS. Thank you very much. Have a great day.